All right, let's watch Giannis Antetokounmpo's game winner against the Pacers, and then we'll talk about how he's been playing like a Greek god all season long. I do have the audio muted, or Adam Silver said he's going to touch my butt and call the FBI on me. Let's check it out. Love the possession. Giannis basically just said, fuck it, I'm not going to get to the rim. I'm taking the last shot. Little screen with AJ Green. AJ could have got the ball. Giannis said, nope, this is all me on this one. Just incredibly tough fadeaway and just knocks it down. Looks like he's fucking Kobe Bryant on that play, telling the crowd to be quiet. If y'all didn't watch the game, the crowd was booing Miles Turner. Not Giannis, just standing up for Miles Turner. You gotta love Giannis as a teammate, but the crowd's booing Miles Turner because he left to Milwaukee, of course. That's fucking nasty. Can Giannis add that to his bag? That looks like something he can do with consistency, maybe if he worked on that shot. Just 1 foot in the paint, fall away. Over, I want to say it was Neesmith. Yeah, the fall away over Neesmith and Jackson. Just so nasty. Giannis finishes that game 33 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists is Giannis' final stat line for that game. And he's been playing like a god all season long. If you did watch that game, it was funny because the Pacers fans were booing Miles Turner every time he touches the ball. Y'all probably know Miles Turner played for the Pacers last season, and y'all should be booing your own front office. Miles Turner left. Pacers didn't want to pay him the money he thought he was worth. He's a great player, and he went and got paid by a team that really wanted to pay him that money. But anyways, Giannis finishes that game, 33 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists. He's 14 for 21 from the field, 1 for 2 from 3, and 4 for 9 from the free throw line. I was watching the game. He came back in the third quarter, and they kind of flash showed his stats at the bottom, and he was fucking 12 for 15 at that time. I'm just thinking Giannis is just going to go 15 for 18 and shoot 90% from the field. He's been playing so great. Again, he was 33 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists this game. It's pretty much gotten to the point with Giannis, even last year, the year before. It's basically like if I see a Giannis stat line, he didn't have 30 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 assists on 55% shooting. I'm just like, what the fuck, Giannis? You didn't try this game, or what's going on, dude? So far this season, Giannis is averaging 34 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists on 68% shooting from the field. Is it sustainable? I don't know. Maybe it is. Giannis has been playing like a god these past 3 years, and he's playing like a god again this year. It is a 6-game sample size. Maybe the Bucks played their 7th game just last night. I'm pretty sure that was their 7th game. They're 6-1 at this point, but again, Giannis over the past 4 seasons, he's been averaging 30 points, 12 rebounds on 55% from the field. And the last 2 seasons, he's been 60% or better from the field. So he's going to give you the 30 points and 12 rebounds. Again, it's been 4 seasons straight. One of the seasons he was averaging 29.9 points, but I'm going to give him the 30. So he's just playing like an absolute god. He's basically right in the middle of his prime. He's probably right on the top of his peak right now because he had been averaging the 30 points and 12 rebounds 2 of the past 4 seasons. Then that third season, he upped his field goal percentage to 60%, had back-to-back seasons with 30 points, 12 rebounds on 60% field goal shooting. Now this season, he's shooting 68% from the field. I honestly don't think he's going to shoot 70% from the field all season long, but I could see him bumping it up and being maybe 62%, maybe 63% from the field, which is just fucking ridiculous to say for a guy that initiates the offense from the top of the arc. He's not really getting, he does get some, of course. He gets some post touches where his teammates make it easier for him, but he doesn't have a guy on the team that can really get him the ball where he wants it and get him the ball in a good position, play after play after play. It's more Giannis getting the ball. Giannis just ISO'd, or maybe he runs a pick and roll at the top of the arc, and you just have to build a fucking wall. Like, it's ridiculous. You can't guard him with one guy. You can't guard him with 2 guys. I was seeing the Pacers. They were running basically a 2-3 zone, and every time Giannis beats that first guy, pretty much the 2 guys at the top of the 2-3 zone were just pretty much double teaming Giannis almost every single time. One would come over to help, and then he kicks out for an open 3 to AJ Green, Rollins, whoever he's kicking out to. And Giannis has a lot of guys around the team. It just kind of built in a way. to empower Giannis. He has Miles Turner out there, just a big man that can shoot threes. Miles has been a bit off this season, but I'm not too worried about him. Again, the Pacers fans were booing Miles every single time he touched the ball. So Giannis, every single time Giannis would score a bucket, he'd be hitting him with the thumbs down, and Giannis would be booing the Pacers fans back. And I fucking love it. Again, if you're a Pacers fan, you should be booing your front office. They didn't think Miles Turner was worth as much money as the Bucks thought he was worth, and peace out. I'm out of here. I'm gonna get the money that I'm worth. Um, Miles has no reason to have loyalty to Indiana. To be honest, I don't feel like most players have a reason to be loyal to any organization when the organization would turn around and trade your ass at the flip of a coin. So I don't agree so much with the insane player loyalty to organizations, especially an organization that doesn't want to pay you what you think you're worth, like the Pacers and Miles Turner. But he has Portis out there, Miles Turner, Rollins has been playing really well. The team's AJ Green, Kyle Kuzma coming off the bench. The team's really just built around Giannis for someone to set a screen, get Giannis coming downhill, and kick out for open threes, throw lobs, hit your roll man on pick and rolls, and just really simplify the offense in a way where it's just Giannis is the head of the snake. There's no stopping him. Like I said again, Indiana's playing like a 2-3 zone against Giannis. Giannis beats the first guy, usually beats both of the guys. The third guy's coming over, and Giannis just finishes over fucking 2 or 3 guys like they're not even there. You have to bring a third or fourth defender and basically build a wall. It's insane to say it takes 3 or 4 defenders just to stop Giannis, but that's basically the truth. You bring your help, he just kicks out and just open threes all day long, and it's just like what do you want to give up? You're gonna have to give up the threes or give up Giannis dunks and layups at the rim, and at least they might miss a couple of the threes where Giannis is just gonna get to the rim and shoot 70% pretty much all day long. So it's ridiculous what Giannis has been doing. We probably overlooked the Bucks a bit coming into the season. I don't know exactly where I projected them. I probably had them probably about the 6 seed, the 5 seed, where they still make the playoffs, but they're not in the top 1, 2, 3 seeds with the Cavaliers, the Knicks. I think Orlando I probably had around the 3 seed, but Giannis is playing spectacular. He's probably the MVP favorite right now, him or Luka. Wemby did have a stinker game just the last game. He scored 9 points and had an off game, so he's out of the MVP race, at least the first 6 or 7 games of the season MVP race. Just so much happened in the NBA, so much overwhelming games, so many great games happening, and I just love overreacting to all the games and seeing what's going on out there. But Giannis is going to be an MVP candidate again at the end of the season. He's going to average 30 points, 12 rebounds on most likely 60% shooting or better at the end of the season. Then I'll probably still give you 5 or 6 assists on top of that. So just going to come down to how well the Bucks finish. If you can get him in the top 3 seeds, I think he'll have a really, really good narrative to be the MVP. But it just kind of depends how things go coming down the stretch of the season. SGA won the MVP last season, of course. I'm not going to say he wasn't deserving of being the MVP, but what I'm going to say kind of applies to Jokic, to Giannis Antetokounmpo as well, because SGA won the MVP again. He has an amazing season. He did deserve it. I preferred Jokic for MVP, but again, not to take away from SGA. So Jokic has just stupid numbers. He's like 32 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 assists last season or something like that. Giannis was probably 31 points, 12 rebounds on 60% shooting, something insane like that. So for this season, if Giannis is going to win the MVP, or for when they're comparing him to other people for the MVP, same thing with Jokic most likely, unless these guys just have absolutely stupid seasons. They're probably going to compare Giannis's season to his last season, or compare Jokic's season to his last season. And both Giannis and Jokic had just insanely ridiculous numbers last season. So, I don't really like that part of MVP voting or comparing players when they say, hey, Jokic, Giannis, their numbers weren't as good as they were last season, but it just shows how incredible their last season was. And I don't think that should really take away from their case for MVP this season. But we'll see what happens. Giannis is playing like an absolute Greek god out there. Really excited to watch him play again. And there's really just no stopping what Giannis does. If they make it into the playoffs, you just have to hope that they're Hope that they're missing three balls. Otherwise, the Bucks are a definite contender to make the Eastern Conference Finals and possibly knock out Cleveland or New York when they do make the conference finals. But please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 7 million subscribers, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.